Every day you wake up, and before you know it, the world starts pulling you in every direction. Your phone buzzes, your mind races. You check messages, scroll through endless news, and suddenly, your day is not yours anymore. You feel lost, distracted, and easily frustrated. No control, no focus, just reacting to whatever comes your way. But what if I told you? There's a simple habit that separates the strong from the weak. A habit so powerful that ancient philosophers, great leaders, and warriors used it to build unshakable minds. Most people don't know about it, and even if they do, they ignore it. That's why they stay trapped, stressed, emotional, and never in control of their own life. You don't want to be one of them. If you watch till the end, you'll understand exactly what makes the difference between those who stay weak and those who rise above it all. But if you skip, you'll keep living the same way, distracted, controlled by emotions, and never fully in charge of your own mind. Stay with me and let's uncover this daily Stoic ritual that can change everything. Most people think strength is about muscles, power, or status. But real strength? It's something completely different. It's not about how loud you are or how many people listen to you. Real strength is quiet. It's control over yourself, your thoughts, your emotions, your actions. Weakness, on the other hand, is everywhere. It's in the person who gets angry over small things. It's in the one who makes excuses instead of taking action. It's in those who blame others for their problems instead of taking responsibility. Weakness is easy. It's natural. The mind loves comfort, and comfort makes people weak. But here's the truth. Strength and weakness are not something you are born with. They are choices you make every single day. And these choices come from your habits. The way you start your day, the way you think, the way you react to life's problems. This is what makes the difference. Most people don't even realize they are making themselves weak. They wake up, react to everything, let their emotions control them, and wonder why they feel lost. But the strong, they follow a simple, ancient ritual that keeps them focused and in control. And that's what we're about to uncover. So what is this ritual? It's not something complicated. It doesn't take hours. It's not about motivation or fake positivity. It's about training your mind every single day to become stronger. And it starts with two simple steps: how you begin your morning and how you end your night. The strongest minds in history, leaders, philosophers, warriors, practiced this without fail. It's what kept them calm in chaos, disciplined in temptation, and unshaken by life's problems. But most people today ignore it. They rush into their day without direction. They don't prepare their minds for the battles ahead, and by the end of the day, they never stop to reflect on their choices. This ritual is what separates those who control their lives from those who are controlled by life. It's a small daily practice that over time builds an iron will. But the weak, they will say it's unnecessary. They will look for shortcuts, distractions, and easy ways out. And that's exactly why they stay weak. Now let's break it down step by step. The first part of this ritual begins in the morning. If you do this right, you'll set yourself up for strength before the world even gets a chance to shake you. Let's get into it. The way you start your morning decides everything. Before the world distracts you, before stress and problems take over, you need to take control of your mind. The strong understand this. The weak, they wake up and instantly drown in distractions, checking their phone, worrying about the day, letting their emotions take over. But here's the truth. Your morning is your foundation, and the first step in this ritual is morning reflection. Before anything else, sit in silence for a few minutes and ask yourself, What is in my control today? Most people waste time worrying about things they cannot change. They get stuck in fear, stress, and frustration over things they have no power over. But the strong, they remind themselves every morning that they will only focus on what they can control: their actions, their attitude, their response to life. This simple habit builds an unshakable mind. It stops you from reacting emotionally. It helps you stay clear-headed even in difficult moments. And most importantly, it puts you in charge of your day before the day takes charge of you. But this is only the first step. The next step is even more important. Once you understand what is in your control, the next step is making a choice. How will you respond to life today? Will you let emotions take over, or will you choose discipline? Will you react with anger, or will you stay calm? Will you give in to distractions, or will you stay focused? This is what separates the strong from the weak. The weak let their emotions lead them. They get upset when things don't go their way. They blame, complain, and waste energy on things they cannot change. But the strong, they decide every morning how they will carry themselves, no matter what happens. This is called setting your intentions. You don't wait for the day to test you, you prepare for it. You decide in advance. Today I will be patient. Today I will focus. Today I will not let anger or fear control me. It sounds simple, but this small habit builds mental strength over time. Every time life tests you, you will remember the promise you made to yourself in the morning. You won't react like everyone else. You will act with purpose. And this is how true strength is built. One decision at a time. No matter how well you prepare in the morning, the day will test you. That's guaranteed. Someone will annoy you. Something will not go as planned. You might feel tired, frustrated, or even tempted to give up. This is where most people fail. They get caught up in the moment and forget everything they decided in the morning. But the strong, they don't expect the day to be easy. They expect problems. And that's why they don't break when they happen. Before they even step outside, they remind themselves, difficulties will come, but I am ready for them. This is called negative visualization, a practice that has been used for centuries by the strongest minds. It means preparing for the worst, not with fear, but with acceptance. You don't wish for bad things to happen, but you remind yourself that they can. And when they do, you won't be surprised, you won't panic, you won't react like everyone else. Instead, you will handle it with control. Think about this. When a soldier goes into battle, does he expect everything to go perfectly? No. He trains for the worst-case scenario, so that when it happens, he is ready. You must do the same. Every morning, remind yourself, people might be rude today, but I won't take it personally. Plans might fail, but I will adapt. Problems will come, but I will face them with a calm mind. This is how you stay strong when others break. This is how you keep your focus when the world tries to shake you. But strength is not just about how you handle the day. It's also about what you do when the day is over. And that's where the next part of this ritual comes in. Most people go through life without ever stopping to reflect. They repeat the same mistakes. They react the same way. They stay stuck because they never take the time to ask themselves, did I live today the way I wanted to? This is why the second part of this ritual is the evening review, a simple habit that separates those who grow from those who stay the same. At the end of the day, before you sleep, take a moment to look back. Ask yourself, did I stay in control today? Did I act with patience, discipline, and focus? Or did I let emotions take over? This is not about guilt or shame, it's about learning. The strong don't lie to themselves. If they failed, they admit it. If they lost their temper, they recognize it. And most importantly, they ask, how can I do better tomorrow? Weak people ignore their mistakes. They make excuses, they blame others, and because of that, they never improve. But the strong, they use each day as a lesson. If they fail today, they try again tomorrow. If they lost control, they reflect and find ways to be better next time. This is how progress is made, not by being perfect, but by learning, adapting, and growing every single day. The evening review is powerful because it keeps you accountable. You are no longer just going through life on autopilot. You are constantly shaping yourself, sharpening your mind, and strengthening your will. And this is why so few people ever become truly strong. They are not willing to do this work. They live without reflection, without control, without growth. But those who follow this ritual, they become something different. They build a mind that nothing can break. By now you see the difference. The strong have a system. They don't live by chance. They don't wake up and hope for a good day. They don't react without thinking. Every morning they set their minds right. Every evening they reflect and adjust. Over time, this creates a person who cannot be shaken. The weak, they do the opposite. They let the day control them. They let emotions lead them. If something goes wrong, they complain. If someone upsets them, they react. If things get hard, they look for an escape, distractions, entertainment, anything to avoid facing themselves. And this is the biggest difference between the strong and the weak. The strong take responsibility. They know their emotions, their reactions, and their mindset are in their hands. They don't blame others. They don't blame the world. If they fail, they own it. And because they own it, they can change it. The weak, on the other hand, always have an excuse. They always have someone or something to blame, and because of that, they stay the same. They repeat the same mistakes, they react the same way. Years pass, and nothing changes. The truth is simple. Strength is built, not given. Every single day, you are either making yourself stronger or weaker. Every decision, every reaction, every habit shapes who you are becoming. The question is, are you choosing strength or weakness? Are you in control of your life, or is life controlling you? Now, the final step. If you've made it this far, you're ready for it. It's time to take action, because knowledge means nothing if you don't apply it. Let's talk about what you must do next. Everything you've just learned is useless if you don't use it. That's the truth. Most people will hear this and do nothing. They will agree, they will nod, they might even feel inspired for a moment. But then, they will go back to their usual ways. Back to distractions, back to letting life control them. But not you. If you've made it this far, you are different. You are ready to take control, you are ready to separate yourself from the weak, and it all starts with one simple action. Start this ritual today. Tonight, before you sleep, do your evening review. Ask yourself, did I stay in control today? Did I act with discipline? What can I do better tomorrow? It only takes a few minutes, but those minutes will change everything. Then, tomorrow morning, before you touch your phone, before you start your day, take control of your mind. Ask yourself, what is in my control today? How will I respond to life? Try it for one day, just one. See how it feels to start your day with purpose instead of chaos. See how it feels to reflect at night instead of mindlessly ending the day. And if you do this for one day, do it for another, then another, until it becomes a habit, until it becomes who you are. Because this is how strength is built, not in one big moment, not with motivation that fades, but with small, consistent actions, every single day. The weak will ignore this, they will keep living the same way, but the strong, they will take action, they will build themselves, they will become something different. At the end of the day, it all comes down to one thing: choice. Every morning you choose how to start. Every night you choose whether to reflect or ignore. Every challenge, every obstacle, every emotion, you choose how to respond. And over time, these choices shape you. They decide whether you become strong or stay weak. Most people will watch this and move on. They will let life control them just like before. But if you're still here, you're not like most people. You're ready to take control. Start the ritual today. Take that first step. If this video helped you see things differently, don't keep it to yourself. Like, share, and subscribe, because more people need to hear this. And if you have a story, a struggle, or a lesson to share, leave it in the comments. Let's learn from each other. Let's grow stronger together. Now, the choice is yours, strength or weakness. What will you choose?